Hello! A bunch of people have asked how I made my Baby Yoda legs, so here's a real quick short video on what I did. As you can see, he's standing here, he's got these straps around his waist, he's got some wires up his back, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so to start with, if you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, any home improvement place, they sell a stuff called Romex. It's electrical wire that's used in home electrical. I'll insert a picture here of what it is. It's a wire, and it's kind of nice because it's bendy, but it stays. So you can use it to make bendable Yoda. So what I did is I doubled it up to give it some more rigidity. You're going to need some good cutters for this stuff. It's fairly thick. So I just cut my piece in half so I could have two legs. You put it together. Take some electrical tape, masking tape, any kind of tape. I happen to have the black electrical tape. And you wrap it around. Now the only reason I doubled it up was to make it a little more rigid, so it's not as floppy. They also, if you know an electrician, you can get stuff that's thicker, that has like 4 conductors in it. This stuff only has 3. It's got a black, a white, and a ground, which is just a copper. So if you do this, now it makes it more rigid. If you want to triple it up and make it even stronger, you can do that too. So for his foot, you just kind of bend it like that, and now you have a foot. What I saw my friend did is he took some cardboard and he cut out the cardboard, and then he taped the foot to that to give it a flat standy spot. You could also use a piece of plastic, piece of wood, plywood, anything you got. Now, because Baby Yoda has got this big flat, it's got this big flat section, you'll see I kind of did a bend here. Now since my Yoda is already built, I'm going to use this as my Baby Yoda stand-in. Okay, so here's Baby Yoda. So you want to take your foot, figure out how long you want his legs to be. You know, remember, he's not a basketball player, so he's not too tall. Make a bend, okay? Then, for half the length of his body, make another bend. So basically what you end up with is a chair for his legs. Okay, see, so how it's kind of going halfway. Then you put it on there and you tie wrap it. Now these are the pull ties you also get in Home Depot. So if you have really long ones, that's great. If you don't have long ones, you can stick one through the other and make a longer one. So do that. And when you cut these things, watch out because they tend to shoot. See, like that, like a bullet. And you go around here and you pull it tight. And you have a leg. See? So then what I did is I went and I got some styrofoam, some packing foam. Let's see if you can see that in the camera here. Now of course you can use bubble wrap, you can use construction paper, you can use cardboard. You can use all kinds of stuff. It doesn't really matter. But the reason I did the foam, rather than just leaving the leg, is it makes it all floppy and it has no rigidity to it. So, some good old Elmer's glue. Two pieces of Scotch tape, but again, masking tape, packing tape, whatever you got. And I went around his leg like this. Let's see if it's to keep it in the camera. The reason for the glue is the packing stuff, as you work over the next couple of weeks posing him, is going to like slide all over, and it's going to separate, and it's going to become that long tubey thing. So this way when the glue dries, it'll give him a little more structure. Now on mine, I did the foam around his leg and then around his foot. And the reason that worked is I have these little shoes, and that made the shoe fit. And then he can stand up. Now what's cool about this is if you want him to sit, you can bend the leg this way. Yep. Keeping this in the camera is tough. If you want him to sit, you can bend the leg here. If you want him to stand, you can bend the leg this way. And if he doesn't stand properly, you can now bend his foot, and you can bend his leg. If I put the other shoe on, see, now you can move his legs around. I did these 3 straps to keep him nice and held together, to keep the pieces from moving too much. I probably should do another one up here on his back to keep it from moving too much. But, you know, you play with it, you fiddle with it, you figure it out. And that's Baby Yoda legs. Ta-da!